Hi friends, Susan Campfield here with SueStampfield.com. Welcome to my stamp room. I'm going to make sure that everything's working, microphones and so forth. Please let me know in the comments if you can hear me. So glad that you're here tonight, and welcome to my craft world. I'm so glad that you're here with me. We all have the same love of crafting and of kindness, and so thank you for making and sending handmade cards to make the world a kinder place. You're doing amazing work, wonderful things. Thank you so much. And I love our community here. We all love paper crafting and being kind. So thanks for hanging out with me. Tonight we're going to make a fun fold card that you guys requested to learn how to make. This is one I received in the mail from Linda Carver. So shout out to Linda. Thank you for inspiring us tonight. Let's hope I can pull it off. I just kind of pulled the card. Now, some very kind person contacted me and said, hey, I think I saw an Australian demonstrator do this fold. Here's the name of the fold. Here's the person's name. Now, do you think I can locate that? I don't know if it was a YouTube comment. I think it was, or a email. I don't know, but I couldn't find it again. So whoever that was, thank you. Great try. Unfortunately, Susan's unorganization got us caught up there. So I just took the card that she sent and figured it out that way. So, but if you happen to be watching tonight and you want to drop it in the comments, that would be fantastic. So yeah, so excited you're here. Happy Saturday. Let me know what your weather is like where you are. I'm in Minnesota, and it is now March 1st today. Happy March, everybody. And in Minnesota, we never know what March is going to give us. A couple days ago, we had spring, and then yesterday we had a really blustery spring, and today it's winter again. So, you know, whatever. It's cold. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in, and let's get started. I'm going to go to the desktop camera here. And what button do I want to hit for that? Oh, let's try this button. Yes. All right. Awesome. So we're going to make a fun fold card tonight. Let's take a quick look at that card. This is the card I received from Linda Carver. And when you open it up, that's where the fun happens. Look how cool that is. Now, I am calling this the, what am I calling it? Oh, I just realized, hang on. I gotta print out my measurements. Oh gosh, Susan, seriously. Triple pop-up card. Hang on, sorry, probably can't even hear me. All right, I hit print. Hopefully that's printing. I'm calling this one the triple pop-up card because on the inside we have these fun pop-ups. So it's a tower. There's a tower in there that they're connected to, and it really actually was pretty simple to make. So we're going to have fun with this, and we're going to change it up with some different products. We're going to use some brand new products. You might see this one sneaking in here on the side. So in the last video, we made a couple of beautiful cards. Whoops, hang on. A couple of beautiful cards. Oh, hang on. What is this random dimensional here in the middle of my world? Gee, that never happens, right? So this is a new bundle called Thankful Garden. And in the last video, we used this one, which we're not sure what flower that I'm not sure what flower that is. You guys gave me some good suggestions. Would love to be able to remember one of those right now, but it's totally drawing a blank. Could be an impatient, maybe impatiens. But tonight we're going to use the other stamp in that set, the other floral, which is this hydrangea. So exciting. So I made a hydrangea card with my team members. So I do a live, a public live every Tuesday night and every Saturday night at 7:30 Central Time. And then for my team members, every Thursday night we do a live. And so we made this one in the live on Thursday. I liked what we did, but I think I want to add a little more purple in the background. So we're going to decorate our pop-up card with this, but we're going to actually start with the pop-up mechanism, let's say. We're going to do the guts first. So we're going to use a bunch of different new products. Stampin' Up! Has new products launching on Tuesday, March 4th. So we're going to have a play with them tonight. Yeah. All right, let's dive right in. Let's get some cardstock going. That would be an awesome idea. All right, hang on. I'm going to start with 2 pieces here, and I will show the measurements on at the end. Oh gosh, I have a whole pile of Happy Mail. Mary, help me remember to show Happy Mail tonight. I was going to show it on Tuesday, and I totally spaced it off. So, all right, so what I have here, let me grab my cheat sheet. Hang on. All right, so our card base, let's start with our card base. That's the first one I have on my measurements here. The card base is 5.5 by 8.5, and it's scored at 4 1/4. So let's just score that real quick. There we go. And then this one is, I've got fresh freesia. We're going to see how that works for us. The inside pop-up tower is, this is 4 by 5 3/8, and it's scored at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, one of my team members, Sally, she saw the video I did on Thursday with the hydrangea, and she sent me some beautiful pictures of the hydrangeas from her garden, which are gorgeous. I think it was from last summer that she was sending me the pictures. One of them is one that came from her grandfather. Actually, it was a cutting from one that he had. And then she has a bunch of different unique, like hybrid different kinds. And so it was really fun to see those colors. And that kind of helped me realize I think I want to go a little more purple here on my blue hydrangea, because I know they can come in a bunch of colors. All right, so quick little recap. Our card base was standard for the US here, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, like so. And then this piece was 5 3/8 by 4, scored at 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Could the flower be a primal, which is a spring flower? Could be. Your guess is as good as mine. I'm going to just, do you guys mind if I'm going to move the camera closer to me because it's really far away and I'm going to end up being off camera tonight. So sorry about that little hiccup. Hopefully that didn't cause any troubles. All right, we're going to set this aside. This is, we're going to score on these, or crease on these score lines, and we're going to do mountain folds on all of them. Okay, so we scored it 3 times, 1, 2, and 3. All right. Oh, I wrote 4 in there, but it's 4 inches wide, so we didn't actually have to have that 4 score. Mountain, mountain, mountain. Does that make sense? And then I'm actually going to just fold the whole business in half here and just give it another good crease, because this is going to be sandwiching inside our card. Now, I made this 5 3/8 long instead of 5 1/2, so just a little bit short of 5 1/2. And the reason I did that is sometimes when you cut exactly the same as your card base, for whatever reason, it will show a little bit, and I didn't really want it to show. So I thought I'd make it just a hair shorter, which was what it looked like Linda did on hers too. So, all right, so we're gonna start with some adhesive. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, found it. Take a sip, everyone. I am a messy crafter, and I lose things on my desk constantly, and so we play the found it game here at Sue Stampfield. Let me know what's in your cup tonight. When I find something again, we all say found it, and we take a sip of our beverage. Sorry, my arm is getting in the way because I'm trying to fix this light. It's being obnoxious, but okay. All right, so I'm going to add some adhesive to this, just this section. We have 4 scored sections here, and I'm going to add adhesive to the first one. Okay. You guys have water and a decaf green tea in your cups, white wine, Sprite. All right, Nancy, I'll try and be good here with my not losing too many things since you're having wine in your cup. I don't want to get you in trouble. Water, water. Okay, so we've got this all sticky. We've turned around the correct way. We've got that all sticky. And I'm just going to put it right up next to that score line. Now, before I close this card to adhere it, I'm just going to double check that I have about the same amount of white space above and below, just a teeniest bit, right? And we're just going to go ahead and close that. Orange Crush coffee, ginger lemon tea. Oh, that sounds good. Ooh, a Long John donut, Virginia, yummy. All right, so we've got that stuck. And then we're going to put some adhesive here. So we're going to go ahead and add adhesive to that very last column. No adhesive on the other two. All right, can you guys see that? And then we'll just close and press. By the way, I should mention that I do free project sheets that I send out to my email subscribers. You can sign up here if you haven't already, suestanfield.com to sign up for free project sheets, and they match up with some of my videos so that you can print out a PDF with step-by-step photos and all the dimensions to make your projects. All right, so let's put that away so it won't be in our way. So now we've got that pop-up stuck there. That's where we can attach these little banner flags to, right? Super fun, yay! All right, ooh, hot cocoa, that sounds good tonight. Linny understands losing things. Yeah, you're speaking my language. All right, so we've got that, and now we're gonna put some things on, some flags on this for popping up, okay? 2 of them are gonna be stuck to the front, and the middle one, so the top and bottom will be stuck to the front side, and the middle one will be stuck to the inside part, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. Unsweet tea. Oh, apple cheddar scones sound really yummy, Janine. I haven't eaten yet. All right, so let's go ahead and now we could cut those. We could cut those. Linda did, she cut and embossed those little flags, which is super cute because the fun part is then both sides are decorated, right? And if you want to do that, you need 3 that are 1 3/4 by 3 1/4. But you know what? We have a new die set that is almost exactly that. Well, it is exactly that size. So let me grab that and I can show it to you. This is coming out March 4th. It is called Textured Notes. It's available as a bundle with a nice stamp set, or you can get just the dies, your choice. I am going to give you a heads up that I think these dies will go rather quickly. They might run out of stock. I hope not. I could be wrong, but I think they're going to be very, very popular. Each die has their nested rectangles, but each one has a unique decorative edge. They've got 2 that are the same. Well, I should say 4. So these 2 match. They have kind of a little crosshatch design. You'll see that in a minute because we're using one of those. And these 2 have a dash design. And a dot and dash design. Well, it's a long dash, short dash, I should say. And then the others are all just unique, different oh wait, no, these are the same. Okay, these 2 are the same too. And then this one is unique and almost like a bamboo or something. And this one is unique. So anyway, very, very cool set of dies. Those are called the Textured Notes dies. And we're going to use one of those for our banner flags. We're going to use so this is the smallest one. We're not using that one. We're not using the second up from smallest. We're going to use the third up from smallest, which is this one that has this cool decorative edge on it. So let's see what that looks like. But again, you could just cut a piece of cardstock and do it that way. All right, I'm going to bring in the die cutting machine here. And oh gosh, Susan, you have such a mess. Always with the messes. Okay, let me grab a scrap of cardstock here. Okay, Judy said she pre-ordered the textured bundle. So yeah, demonstrators can pre-order these things. We were able to pre-order these things early this month. That's one of the great things about being a demonstrator. Plus you get to be part of my demonstrator family. So always a good reason to join. Plus you get a discount on your stuff, which is another great reason to join. All right, so I am putting this at an angle. Some dies go through very easily, straight on. But usually for me, the bigger the die and the more solid the metal pieces are, I wouldn't want to do it this way. That's going to be very hard, more work for me to crank that through. And I even found doing it straight on this way was a little more work. But if you go at an angle like this, it is really awesome. It's just much easier to crank through because it kind of takes it in pieces, right? It grabs that corner first and then it slowly moves through instead of grabbing that whole end and doing that. So triple panel pop-out card was made by Linda Strank, SU Demo from Australia. She has a PDF on it. Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate that very much. So her name again is, oops, it scrolled up. Hang on, I gotta find it. Linda Strank, Strank. Thank you very much. Okay, so we're going to pop this out, and I'm going to hold it up here. Can you see that cool decorative edge there? Very awesome. All right, so we actually need 3 of these. If you look at our card, 1, 2, 3. Again, you could cut, you could just do the decorative one here. We have options, right? I'm gonna go with all 3. So I went ahead and before the video, I did cut the other 2 just so you wouldn't have to watch me do that. So I've got our 3 little flags all ready to go. What else do we need? I think we're getting pretty close here. Yeah, let's, too much stuff. Okay, sorry. All right, so I've got these. And I'm gonna slide this away for right now. All right, so let's bring that card back in. So let's talk about what we're gonna do here. We're gonna put 1, 2, and 3, and they just fit in. I thought I was stunned to find that these this particular rectangle die was almost exactly the same size that Linda had done. So it was a little bit longer, but the same width. So those are going to go like that. And, you know, you could do white in here. You wouldn't have to do the fresh freesia. I just thought it added a little bit something on the inside. And 2 of these, we're going to put some designer paper on. Now, Linda put words on all of hers and decorated them. Totally a great option. We're actually going to put DSP on 2 of them, and we'll just stamp on 1 of them. So let's stamp... It's like, I really hope this is in my thing. Okay, yes, it is. All right, we're going to stamp the words, thankful for you, friend. How about that? Let's do that. So this could be happy birthday. This could be, gosh, this could be anything, right? So we're going to pop that right there. Susan lost her ink. Oh my gosh. Oh, found it. Take a sip, friends. Take a sip. I'm going to take one too. So good. Ice water. Yay. All right, we're going to go ahead and ink this up with the Memento Tuxedo black ink. I'm using black because we're going to be using that to stamp our flower for the front. And we're also going to be putting some designer paper on the other 2 panels. And they have a little tiny bit of black in them, so I think it will look nice. So I've got thankful for you, friend. It's almost stamped straight, you know. And then I have these 2. So I'm going to... we're going to be popping that in like that, and then these 2 are going to go above and below. Oops, sorry, I'm off camera. And we're going to add some designer paper on those. Before we do that, let's start talking about the front of our card, okay? We're going to decorate this with that beautiful hydrangea, like I talked about at the beginning. So I'm actually going to set our whole card aside for now, and we're going to get that front decoration done, and then we'll put the card together. All right, sound like a plan? Let's grab a piece of paper here. This is 3.5 by 4.5, and I'm going to stamp the hydrangea on this paper. It's a pretty big stamp, so I like to flip it I was going to say rubber side up, but in this case photopolymer side up, and then I'm going to rub the black ink pad all across it. This black ink pad, the Memento black ink pad, is a felt pad, unlike our all of our colored ink pads, which are foam. I just got ink on me. What a surprise! I've been successfully inked here. That's the only kind of tattoo I have is one from my ink pad. So I don't like needles, and yeah, not going there. All right, so we're going to go ahead and... I did the wrong one. Susan, that is not a hydrangea. Oh my goodness. You guys have to watch me. All right, fortunately, before I stamped it, I realized my error. Whoops. Whoops. All right, let's... Here we go. Thank you guys. You guys... wrong stamp. Wrong stamp. Save me from myself, friends. Save me from myself. Oh my goodness. All right. There. All right, that looks pretty inky to me. I just really want to load this up. All right, that looks good. It looks like a hydrangea. I think I'm on the right path now. All right, so yeah, these online exclusive products are available for anybody to order. They'll be available on March 4th. I also suspect this beautiful Thankful Garden, actually the whole suite, which is called Lovely Garden, is also going to be extremely popular. So shop early for best selection. If it goes on out of stock, they will get it back eventually, but you might have to wait. All right, so we've stamped our hydrangea in our Memento Black. I'm going to zoom this up a wee bit. There we go. And let's bring in a grid paper. Oh, found it. Like I went downstairs and got it. So, okay, here we go. So I've got my grid paper here. When I'm doing masking, I do like to have a big paper under it, and I'll show you why. If you missed the last video, I'll fill you in. So let's see. You imagine if I was going to get a tattoo, it'd be a Christmas tree or something. Yeah. No needles for this girl. Nope. I'll stamp it. I haven't even ever done I would do a henna tattoo maybe someday, but yeah, no. Nope. All right, so we're going to go ahead and stick this on. I am a coward when it comes to needles. Oh my goodness, really bad. All right, there we go. And we need the masks. Oh, I know where I keep them. Ha! So I keep the masks right in the sleeve with the dies. I do that because I lost a set of masks, my first ones that I ever got, and I thought, never again, I'm going to keep them with the dies. So we've got our masks here, and it's a similar process to what we did in the last video when we made these two cards, just a different flower, and we're going to do some different colors. All right, so I'm going to grab, it's the same die set, so this over here on the left is this flower. Now I actually have this right side up. You can tell it's right side up if you can feel the raised number 1. You can feel it. On the back side, you can't feel it, and you really can't even see the number. So make sure that you can see it, and then you know you're on your right side up, I guess. And then you want to line up what am I trying to say? Line up the stamped image with the mask, okay? Now it's going to take me a second to find this. I think it's this way. Yep, it's over to the side. All right, so I'm going to just line this up. So I'm just matching the outline of the mask to the stamping. Now, if you don't want to do masks, you could take your Stampin' Blends and just color this. That is totally an option. But if you want speed, or if you're a little bit nervous about, the shading and getting that coloring right, the masks do all that for you. They make it very, very easy for a beautiful outcome. So I'm going to take another little sticky note here. I see them a little bit off, so I'm just going to slide that into place, and I'm going to tack that down. Okay, and then I'm going to take a blending brush here. Blending brush. And I've got some different purples. I've got Fresh Freesia and I've got Highland Heather here. I'm going to start with a little Fresh Freesia. So boy, that one looks starting to look like it needs re-inking. I don't know if I can get the camera to show that. No, it really is not showing on camera, but in person I can see that the inside part of my ink pad is starting to get lighter, and it's darker on the outside edges, which means it might be time for a re-inking there. I'm going to pick up some ink here and put on the scratch paper. I've zoomed up here, so I'm trying to stay on camera. So I'm just going to rub a little bit off so I don't get any streak marks. And then I'm just going to go to this. Now this would actually be a good one for a big brush because it is a fairly big area that we're doing here. And we're going to just add some Fresh Freesia all over our flower here. Now, in this flower, I did one ink pad. I did Melon Mambo, and I just used the first mask was I did a lighter hand. The second mask, it's going on top of it, so it's just going to be a little darker. Plus, I pressed a little harder, so you can do it that way, all one color, or you can do what we're going to do on this one and kind of do a mix of colors, because to me it gave more of a realistic hydrangea look. I'm curious. I see Nicole is on here from Australia. Do they have hydrangeas in Australia? I know some flowers are specific to certain areas, so I'm just curious. I'm going to grab, oh, this one is a big one. I'm going to grab a little Highland Heather. We're going to throw a little bit of Highland Heather in the mix here. Highland Heather is a little bit darker purple, not our darkest one, but a little, and it's a little bit more blue, less pink. Okay, got some of that added in. And then I'm actually going to add in some blue. I'm going to add in some blueberry bushel. Now, if I was doing a pink hydrangea, this would actually be a good one to just stick with. Oh, Susan, seriously. I just threw the handle, hang on. Throw the handle in the Fresh Freesia ink pad. I'm going to end up with Fresh Freesia all over myself. So let's just wipe that down. Okay. Getting wild here. Getting wild on this Saturday night. A little wild crafting going on. All right, I'm going to rub some of that off because I want a very light bit of purple here. So can you kind of start to see where I'm getting that blending of different colors? And I'm kind of picking these colors again off the photo that my team member Sally emailed me with the hydrangeas in her yard. All right, so that's kind of the background for our hydrangea flower there. So I'm gonna add just a tiny bit more, just a tiny bit more. Okay, all right, stop. All right, now I'm gonna pull this away. I wanna keep this one tucked down. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hang on, I wanna do one more thing really quick here. I'm gonna line this back up. And I want to show you an easy way to line up all the masks. The first one is super easy to line up with the image because it's the whole image, but the other ones are only parts of the image and it can be a little tricky to line those up. So if you do this, there is a little notch right there. You can see that notch. All of the masks have that notch and you can match them up. You can also mark every single corner. And that makes it even easier because you just pop the mask into that shape. I'll show you here in a second. We're going to peel this one off. All right, there's the first part of our hydrangea. It's already beautiful. I'm already loving it. All right, we're going to set that mask aside and we're going to get mask number 2. Let's look for that number 2 right there. It is raised up. I can see it. That's good. And we're going to lay mask number 2 on here and I'm going to line it up with the notch. And I'm going to line up all the corners. And then I'm just going to double check that I'm on. I'm a teensy bit off. I can see that. So I'm going to slide it right into place. And then I'm going to tack it down with the sticky note. Okay. And now we're going to add some more color here. I am going to go with more Fresh Freesia. Now sometimes I don't even do the post-it note, I just hold it down with my hand and it's totally fine. So it's up to you, and I think as you gain confidence and you do more of this, you'll be more comfortable doing that, but this is the safer way to tack it down so it doesn't move. And then we're going to go ahead and use a little bit more of the blue. So on this one, so far I've just used Fresh Freesia and Blueberry Bushel. And you know what, let's just add a little splash of Highland Heather in there just for fun, just for the heck of it. That purples it up a bit. Okay. Hi, Rosie. All right, so we're ready to pull this one away? Ready for the magic? All right, so that is just a little more intense on those upper petals now. I think I want to add a little more intensity. So I'm going to put my mask right back in place. That's a great thing about these. You can always add more color. You can't take it away, sadly. So sometimes it is good to be a little cautious with your colors at first, and then you can check it and add more. Does that make sense? I'm going to add more blue to this because I want these to pop a little bit more. All right, let's see what that did. See if we need any more purple, if we're good. Oh, I like that. Okay, do you see how that's more intense now and it really popped up? I like that. Okay, it does look kind of realistic, doesn't it, Brandy? So again, we're using Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather, and Blueberry Bushel. All right, so let's put this aside and we're ready for mask number 3. Now you can stop here. You don't, oh, Oh, look at the ink on my fingers. Oh my gosh. You could stop here, but we're going to go all the way. We're going to go full bore, and we're going to go ahead and add in mask number 3, which is even more detail. This is the one that can be a little tricky to line up without having these corners and the notch. So we're going to just line it up. Now see, I think it was last Saturday's video, I did a, okay, how we doing? How we doing? That looks pretty good. I did some other of our masked products. Here they are. This one is called Layers of Flowers. Now, we did this one on the video. I did this one before the video, and it's just so easy to shade. All right, on this one, I'm going to go straight up Highland Heather here and see what that does. This is the topmost layer of the flower. This is the real shaded detail. And I'm probably going to be adding more blue as well, but I want to make sure that purple is keeping in the mix, because the hydrangeas I particularly love and the lilacs I particularly love are kind of a bluish purple mix. So it's all personal taste. The hydrangeas that grow in my yard, sadly, are all white. I mean, they're beautiful. They're called Annabelle, I think, and it's because Susan is a lazy gardener, and I don't add the acidity to the ones that the blue and the pink need to grow. Although my friend Sally, who sent me the picture, said if you pour a pan of dishwater once a week on your hydrangeas, they'll like that, and they'll stay those colors. All right, so that gave us some more detail kind of in the background of the flower and on some of the petals. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Oh, so scary. Okay. If you wanted a more intense purple, you could grab the Gorgeous Grape ink pad and pop that on there. Now I can see I'm off here a little bit. Let me zoom up so you can see that. See, I'm see white. I don't want to see white at this point because I'm shading on top of the blues and purples that are already there. So that shows me I'm just a teensy bit off on my placement. So you follow the corners, and then you want to just double check. All right, what color did I decide? I think a little more blue would be appropriate. Let's go blue. Let's see what that does for us. All right. All right, let's pull it away here. Nice. All right, I'm happy with that. It's got more depth and texture and pop there. So I'm going to put that aside. Now, you might be wondering about the leaves, and that is a very good question. There is masks for the leaves as well. So we are going to color those in next here. So I'm going to close these up. And keep a pack of baby wipes near your desk. That's a really good idea. I could use some of those right now. Now to clean my masks, as you see, they pick up the ink. My favorite way to clean them is just to take them to the bathroom sink and run them under the water, and then either put them on a towel or a paper towel and just blot off the extra towel and then let them dry. So I've got my garden green ink pad here. Somewhere in this disaster, here it is, found it. Take a sip, everyone. We have a small blending brush that is in the garden green. You can be using either the big or the small for this. The leaves are really, really quick and easy. This is mask number 4, right there. Come here, number 4. And again, guess what? It lines up exactly the same way. It lines up with the same notches, the same corners. Everything is made to make this as easy as possible for you. So yay for that. Again, this bundle is called Thankful Garden. It is part of a larger suite called Lovely Garden, and we'll be looking at some of those products in just a second here. I'm going to rub off my green here, and I'm going to just add some green to my leaves and to the stem. Now, if you were in a hurry, you wouldn't have to go to mask number 5. You could just stop right here. Let's peel it away and see what this looks like right there. But if you really want that wow factor, and I totally do, friends, I'm going to take mask number 5. Come on, light. Mask number 5. Line it up in the corners and the notch. and this will give me some beautiful shading on the leaves. I'm using the same exact ink pad, Garden Green. And I have a little dog hair on there. Let's get rid of that. And I'm going to rub a little bit harder on this. Plus it's layering on top of the green I already had there, so it's going to be a little more intense. Because it's just layer on layer, right? All right, let's see what that looks like. We're going to pull it away. Again, because we've marked those corners and that notch, if we're not happy, we can put it back on and add even more color. I'm going to add a little more grain to that. So I just line up the corners and then make sure, again, double check, make sure I don't see any, I shouldn't see any white on this because I already added ink. There's that whippet hair back. Silly dogs. Crafting with pets, just make it extra fun. Oh, I forgot to mention, guess what March is? It's National Crafting Month. So all month long we'll be celebrating over in my Sue Stampfield Facebook group. Anyone's welcome to come hang out with us there. And I do want to remind you we have Crafternoon coming up this month. So if you placed a $50 order in my online store last month, there, I like that better. It's a little more intense. So I'm going to go with that. It's kind of like a variegated leaf. So Janine is talking about scones in the comments and making everybody hungry. Good job, Janine. All right, so we've got our hydrangea done. Let's pull that off. And I'm going to set this aside. And we're going to die cut this out. So I'm going to bring in the die cutting machine. And we're going to go back to our, let's see if I can move that. I've got oh gosh, Susan, seriously. All right, let's zoom out because holy moly, I'm right there. There we go. All right, so got our, we're going to do die cutting here. So we've got number 1, number 2, and number 3 all lined up. And we'll pop our hydrangea on there. And then I'm going to go to my Thankful Garden dies. And I have a big hydrangea die here. I also have another one. I'm going to show you what that's for in just a second. So let's grab this and we're going to die cut it. So I'm just placing it, lining it up there, double checking that everything is lined up to cut this out. Because I do not like to fussy cut. And I'm going to use the same Post-it note that I used on my masks. Just keep using them until they fall apart. And let's send that through. Okay. Let's see what it looks like. All right. All right, there is our beautiful hydrangea. It even cuts out this bit right here. You can see it stuck in the die there. And so we've got that all cut out for our card. Now, I wanted to explain some of these other dies in here. So this big one here is to do this stamp set right here. And then you might be wondering what this is. Well, there isn't a separate stamp with that image. It is this same image here. So what you can do is you can cut out the main one, and then you can go in and cut out this one and pop that one up for added dimension to your paper bouquet. So here's one I did like separately, but so that one would just be popped up on the card just to add some extra texture to the card, right? So I need you to let me know in the comments, the hydrangea comes with the same thing. These have stamps that match them. The little leaves have stamps. These are standalone dies, but this one matches up with the hydrangea. And I will tell you that I want to show you where it goes because it's not maybe obvious. So these 3 flowers right here, they form a triangle in the lower left portion of this flower. That is where this die cuts. So let me know in the comments, should we cut this out and pop it up? Let me know what you think. And what I did, because it took me a while to figure out where this matched up, I kept sliding it around. I was like, where does it go? That's why I want to make sure I'm very clear with you. It's the 3 flowers in the lower left portion of the card. And so I cut myself out a little picture a little template, and I'm leaving that in the dies so that I'll always remember where it goes. Everyone is saying, do it, do it, do it, pop it up. All right, let's do it. Now, you also could, you know, stamp and color a whole nother one and pop it up, but gosh, that sounds like a lot of work. So we're going to use this one that we already did and just pop it up with the rest. So I'm going to secure it with a sticky note. Pop it up, do it. All right, we're doing it. Let's crank this baby through. And let's see how we did. Hang on, I got a mess over here. I can mess up any space you give me. It's just so true. All right, let's peel it off. I've never done this before. So there it is, popped up. So now we can put this on our card and just raise this bit up for just some added texture in our bouquet. All right, so we've got that. Wouldn't want to do it without because that'll look weird. It looks like an animal took a bite out of it, right? So we're going to set that aside. I'm going to put this back on the magnet sheet so I don't lose it. And let's go back to our card. Now I want to add, oh, come here you guys. I want to add a layer to the front of our card. I just do, but I don't know which one to add. I need you guys to help me out. So here's our option. So this is what it's going to look like. But we're going to add either some designer paper behind it or an embossed piece, or I have another option for us too. So you got three options. Let me lay them out for you. The first one is some of the lovely Garden Designer Series paper, which we will be using some of that on the inside of the card. So we could put it on right there. And this is fresh freesia, and we did use some fresh freesia on our hydrangea, so it matches a little bit from the background there. So that's one option for you. That's the option number one. Okay. Option number two, let's have it be this one. Option number two is a new embossing folder that is coming out on Tuesday, March 4th. And this is what it looks like. It's a mini corrugated 3D. That is option number two, okay? Option number three, because we like options. Option number three is a die, a background die. It is called Pattern of Friendship. And it die cuts little dots that form lines on the die. That is option number three. Let me know in the comments whether you want 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, it looks weird now, but don't worry. It's going to look great when we're done. All right. Option 1, 2, or 3. Let me know in the comments which one you want to do. 1, 2, or 3. I'm seeing votes for 1. I'm seeing votes for 2. Seeing 3 votes for number 3. Okay, we have the dead heat right now. Oh, here come all the votes. All come the votes. Look at them all. Let's see the die, Cindy says. Number 3, number 1, number 2. Oh my goodness, it is hotly contested here. I'm seeing a few more 3s. People over on Facebook are voting too, so depending on what platform you're on, you're only seeing the votes from the other people hanging out with you on Facebook or the people that are hanging out with you here on YouTube. All right, I am seeing the most votes for this, so we're going to give this a go. Let's see what it looks like. Hey, if we don't like it, we don't have to do it, right? Let's slide our flower over there. And let's bring the die cutting machine back into play. So this die is called Pattern of Friendship. It's available as a bundle with a stamp set, or it can be, order it individually. Hang on, I've lost all of the parts. Oh, found him. Oh, things are falling on the floor. Welcome to my world. All right, so here we go. Let's grab this Pattern of Friendship die. People are excited just to see what this looks like. All right, so let's try it in white. I don't know. Let's try it in white. Now this one is lineal, so I want to line up my my paper. I'm kind of thinking I might want to cut this the other way. I might put my pretty plate on the bottom. Is that going to work? Let's see. I might have cut this. When I get new products, we do what's called a box party with my team. And I think I cut this for the box party, but gosh, I don't remember what I did. Maybe my team members that are watching do. And then I'm going to put my cut up one on top. Let's try it that way because it's lines and I want them straight. And that way I can see where I'm going. I'm going to move some things out of the way and I'm going to slide this a little bit closer to me so I can get better torque. This is a large die. It does take a little more. Just go slow and easy. A little more effort to crank it through because it is a solid piece of metal here. All right. A couple people are saying use the die on the designer paper. Ooh, that's a fun idea. All right, let's see what it looks like in white. All right, can you see that? So it's just like, almost like pretty wallpaper that has a lineal pattern. Very subtle. And come here, hydrangea, come back, come back. And our hydrangea would go right here. Let me piece it back together because we'd be popping that one bit up. Come here. All right, so that's white. Oh, I do like white and white. You guys know I do. That's very pretty. Let's try using the die on the DSP and see what that looks like. So I'm going to do face down. This side's pretty too. And pop that on and let's send that through and see what that looks like. Now again, if you can angle it, it's going to be easy to crank through, but this die is so big, I could angle it a teeny weeny tiny bit. That's about it. What are the dark spots on the die? Oh, those little holes, those are ejection holes. So if you use this die a lot, eventually it could start sticking, and those ejection holes will help you get the paper to release. So you poke your, take your pick tool on the other side. I need to pull it towards me so I can get more torque. Get through. All right. Let's see what that did to our designer series paper. Now again, it's already sticking a little bit, so I'm going to take my take your pick tool and I can just get the corner of my paper up this way, or I can use those ejection holes to give it a little gentle push. I don't want to pierce the paper though. It's almost like it's been stitched. So it is very subtle, and especially on the camera. I don't know if it's, can you guys see that? Yeah, I think you can. Can you see the lines? My lights are so bright it kind of washes it out. All right, so let me know in the comments. We'll switch to A or B now. So A is white. Can you see the lines? Oh gosh, come on camera. There we go. Can you see the lines? It's like a sheet that's been subtly patterned, right? This one is number 1. This one is number 2. Which one would you prefer, 1 or 2? You see the lines from the plate? Oh, right here. Yeah, I think that it transferred some. My lines were so, my plate was so. Oh, A or B. Okay, did I say A or B? All right, A or B, 1 or 2. Boy, it's pretty torn. Oh, I do love white on white. Gonna wait for a few more votes and we'll make our call here. Oh, there came a whole slew of them. It's like it gives me 1 or 2 votes and all of a sudden it gives me like 30. So, okay, we're going to go, I'm seeing more 2s. We're going to go with the designer series paper here. So maybe, I got to try it out first. All right. So let me just lay it on here. Let me lay our flour on and see how it looks. Okay. So our big chunk out of our flour. And we're going to grab this and piece it back together. There we go. All right, so oh, that is really pretty. Okay, now let me see the white one. I know what you guys voted for. and I usually try to listen to you. But a lot of people voted for both, so I'm gonna just make sure we want to go, that we're going the right direction here. So they're both very pretty. I'm gonna go with the fresh freesia because it'll match our fresh freesia on the inside. Well, that's enough of a reason, right? All right, let's do it. So found it. Got the adhesive. It was hiding out under the masks. Tricky. Some adhesive on here because I sent this through with the dye. It is a little bit curled now, so I wanted to put adhesive all the way around it so that it's nice and flat on my project. There we go. All right, can you see those lines? I hope you can. My husband's sneezing downstairs, my goodness. All right, and then we're gonna put our flower on here. Now I can put the whole flower on flat and just pop up this portion. That's kind of what I'm leaning towards. You also can pop up the whole thing on dimensionals and double stack dimensionals on that part, up to you. Let's try it flat first and see what we think. Take your pick tool out of the way. It likes to roll in and join the party. All right, so here is our flower with the chomp taken out of it. And then we're gonna put some dimensionals on the back of this little piece and pop this up. Again, you do not have to cut this out, or you can stamp and color a separate one and cut it out. Make sure I put it in the right way. Kind of like a puzzle. Who likes to do puzzles? I love to do puzzles. Okay, I think one thing I like about using the designer paper or using fresh freesia as the layer is it's, if you tilt it, you can see fresh freesia behind, which is good. So it's just going to give us that dimensional look on the flower, which is kind of fun. Okay. All right, so for the inside of our card, somewhere on this messy desk, found it, we've got these guys. So this one is going to go right here in the middle. I feel like I want to adhere the top and bottom ones first to make sure I have enough room. So for these, I'm going to put a piece of Designer Series paper in the center of both of them. Let me just grab that quickly here. This is the Lovely Garden Designer Series paper. Let's see. Do I need to open a whole new pack or can I use, okay. So I have, which one do we want to use, guys? Do we want to use this one with the black background or this one with the white background? Let's call this one, let's see where are we at with our numbers here. Let's call this one like A and B. Okay. You think the fresh freesia makes the hydrangea pop more than the white did? Yeah. The white I'd be tempted to add like a greeting or something on the front. I don't even know that you need it on this one, but we'll probably put some embellishments on there because I'm Susan. I like to do that. So let's go with A is white, B is black, either one. So let me know what you guys think. This will be on the inside of the card. Okay, I'm seeing more votes for A. This is the last piece of A I have left for my first package. I think I can use it though, can I? I think so. All right, I'm seeing more A's. Let's do that. All right, where's my cheat sheet here? All right, so to layer on this particular die, or if you cut your own rectangles, either way, it's going to be, did I put them on here? Yes, 1.5 by 3. Okay, so I think this is currently measuring 2 by 3. So that's 3 right there. And I'm going to cut it down a little bit to 1.5. And I want to keep those fresh freesia flowers. So right there. So that's going to go. I'm going to layer that on this tag right here. So it's going to have that pretty decorative border. All right, and let's grab another one. And I'm going to strategically cut here because I want this guy to go with my hydrangea theme I got going. So I'm just going to chop it there, flip it around, and cut it at 3. And then trim it down to 1.5. We'll keep this little blue bit here because there's some blue on the front of the card. Just matchy-matchy. All right. Oopsie. Someone says, I agree with Tracy Shoemaker, but I don't know what Tracy said. Let's see. I don't know if I can find out, Tracy. You like the mask option because you love hydrangeas and coloring's not your favorite thing. Yeah, agreed. I love to color actually, but I love masks because they're more I can't fail. they're I don't have to guess on where to shade and all of that complicated stuff. It does all the hard work for me. So they're a fail safe, right? So I know the card's going to be fantastic. All right, let's go ahead and stick this on. And our card is nearly done, which is good because I've got to hope. Oh my gosh, it's 8:30 already, and I haven't even shown our happy mail yet. Okay, speed it up, Sue. Speed it up. All right, so here's our top and bottom flag. Let's get those in. So I'm just going to stick them here. I'm just using regular adhesive for this. You absolutely could bump it up to tear and tape for any of these bits on the inside of the card. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I'm going to just lightly tap it there, and then I can move it if I run out of space. So I'm only putting adhesive on the back of the left side here. And right there. Okay, beautiful. And then this one, I'm just going to make sure it fits. Perfect. All right, I can tack those guys down. They're good. And then this one is actually going to adhere to this bit right here. Now the card won't lay completely flat, but pretty close to flat. So this one, I want to put the adhesive on the back of the right side. Okay. Because it is going to go inside here on this column. Okay, right like that. So now when we open the card, oops, am I sticking out a little bit? Teensy bit. We open the card, it goes like that. So I'm going to just pop this off. This one is poking out just a little bit. I didn't get it all the way flush to the card. And these, like I said, these are a little bit longer than what Linda used on her card, so they're just barely fit. And that Fresh Freesia column just kind of adds a little bit of extra color inside. You can still sign the card in here, but how fun is that? All right, and these, like I said, they hang over just a teeny bit. So you do want to get them as close. Hang on, pull you off. Just butt it right up in there. Right up in there. Ooh, that's better. And this one's pretty good. Okay, there we go. So if you were just cutting your own, you could cut it maybe a 1/4 inch shorter if you want to make sure that they're hidden. And then let's add a little bling on here, shall we? What are my options? The Lovely Garden Suite, which is the paper and the bundle. Now this bundle includes the masks, includes the dies. In the suite you can also get these starburst sequins. It is a full sheet of sequins. I loaned out some of them to a friend, so to one of my team members, and so that's why a few of them are missing. But I could put a little Fresh Freesia on the middle here. That's one option. It's a little flashy. I don't think I like that. All right, I'm taking those off. Just going to play around here and see what I think what I would prefer on this is something that's sort of see-through. That adds shimmer but is not so solid. Now I do want to mention that in the stamp set there are these little tiny stamps. They're bigger on the inside, they're shrunk down there, but these little stamps here, and those are to add if you want a dark center to your hydrangea. like is shown on the paper here. That's what that's for. Let me grab, hold on one second. All right, Mary, I didn't tell you I was going to use these because I didn't know I was. These are the, I don't remember what they're called. They have Pretty Peacock. I think it's supposed to be Berry Burst, but it's got fresh freesia and different pinks in it. And then this one that is more light colored. I'm going to try this and see what this, so you can kind of see the color shows through, but it adds a bit of sparkle. And I actually like that better. I think these are called, gosh, okay, got a big one there, a small one there. Let's grab another small one here. And I want to add one on this big one over here. Whoopsie, that's not the middle, Sue. Close, not quite. Can you just see what texture that is adding to the card? Anybody remember what these are called? Because I can't remember. And I don't know what I did with the paper that they're on. I have several packages of these because they're awesome. A wink of Stella, that would be another great idea. A bow would be very pretty on the card, and you can just go, oh my gosh, now I need one there. I'm going crazy with the embellishments because it's super fun. So, or like someone said, you could just use Wink of Stella on all of those. So, again, let's see that fun bit, how it opens up on the inside. Just a happy little cool thing on the inside. And there's the outside. I wouldn't mind having a greeting out here, like maybe a for you, or what's it say on the inside? Thankful for you, friend. You could put with love on the front. That would be cute. Okay, I might add that, and I'll put pictures in the Sue Stampfield Facebook group. And I might add a bow, but I kind of like, you could put a bow along here, would be really pretty. But I want to show you some Happy Mail. Okay, I want to do a bow too. Okay, Happy Mail first. Okay, so let's get all these bits and pieces out here. All right. Oh my gosh, I've got a lot. All right, let's do it quick. Quick. Hang on. All right, first up is this super cute card. Let's push things out of the way. One more. Oh, wait. I need to show you guys the measurements. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot. Thank you. Let's do the measurements, and then we'll look at Happy Mail, because I might forget. All right, so there we go. I don't know, maybe this is better. What's better to show? Yeah, we'll just do that. Oh. Okay. Can you guys get a snapshot of that? Take a screenshot. Thank you, Mary, for the reminder on the measurements. Here, you can do 2 screenshots. You can do one here, and then you can take one here. Okay, there we go. And let's pull this aside and let's look at some Happy Mail. This first one is from Joanne Ryder. Is that right? Let's see the note, double check. Yep, this is from Joanne Ryder. Super cute, using the Celebration Seagull set. And she just sent me a lovely note on how much she's enjoying the video in our community here. So thank you so much. She said this card she found by Allison Stamps on YouTube, ALYSONSTAMPS, and it opens up like this, and then like this. How fun is that? So super cute fun fold. If you'd like me to, it looks like it's one piece of designer paper that is folded to make that happen. If you guys want me to do this on a future video, let me know. I like the idea of the bow too. I definitely think that might be happening. Okay, cute card from Joanne. Thank you so much. Next up, we have this card from Suzanne Deppels. Hang on. Oh gosh, sorry, it was a really sticky envelope, and now it's stuck to the card. Oopsie. I'd like to keep the card with the envelope so I remember to give the right person credit. Sue, I'm butchering your last name. It's D-E-P-I-E-S. DePies. Beautiful card here, and it's just a get well card. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Love it with the eyelet back, the eyelet embossing folder back there. So beautiful card from Sue. Thank you. I'm fully recovered from COVID. Yay for that. And this one is from my team member, Colette Leal. Absolutely gorgeous with the Storybook Memories Designer Series paper. She has, this is one of the die cuts. This is one of the die cuts, and she combined the two together. Beautiful. And then the inside of the card there. And she did some of that scoring with the Simply Scoring tool or your paper trimmer to get a little extra on the inside of the card. Yes, for Diane's card for a video. Okay, I'm going to add that to my... I already moved it. Where did you put it, Sue? Right over here. Hang on. I'm going to add it to my little tray that's my reminder. Oh yeah, they wanted to see a video on this. Okay, awesome. This next one is from Sandy Rousey, team member Sandy Rousey. It's another fun fold card. Super cute. This is from the annual catalog. It comes, this designer paper comes with die cuts, so it makes card making easy. But look at that. Look at that pop up right there. And then this part opens up too. So she sent me a Get Well card, and it's a fun fold. Absolutely love it. So yeah, I agree, Joanne. That scoring on the inside really adds a lot to the card. Thank you, Sandy. Absolutely beautiful. Here is another fun fold card. You guys are spoiling me, from team member Kathy Wells. This one pops out like that. How cute is that? Sending smiles with my eyes. Little kitty with a mask on there. Feel better soon. So beautiful. I can pop that up for display. And it's got that rounded band in front. Super cool. And that is from, she's sending me air hugs and chicken soup get well wishes. So thank you, Kathy, so much. And then this one, another get well card. This one is from Marcia Mendenhall, another team member. Thank you so much, Marcia. I love how you send me happy mail all the time. It's so awesome. So sending me speedy recovery wishes there. This one is a thank you card from Judy Siegler, one of my viewers. Beautiful card there. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Next one here is from Brandy, one of my team members. Beautiful card with the heart-shaped bundle and the Spotlight on Nature circle dies there. So beautiful card in lots of pretty blues from Brandy. And then this one, hang on, I kind of pulled it apart here. Okay, yeah, this one is super cute. She had a little band across it to kind of hold it closed, but after it went through the mail, it didn't need that anymore. This is from Lily Westgate, one of my viewers, and it's a get well soon card. And look at the inside on this one, you guys. Look at the inside on this one. How cute is that? It's a little Kleenex box with a tissue in it. Super, super cute. Oh, you want Sandy's card too? Sandy's fun fold too. Okay, got it. Got it, got it. Okay, there's Sandy's. All right, we've done some of hers before. She's always sending us super creative things. So make this one too, B says. You guys want the Kleenex box? Super cute from Lily. I have to make, yeah, this will give me content for several videos coming up, right? Such a fun idea, right? Such a fun idea. I need to do all of them. Ah, okay, all right. And one more. This one is from Dee Clawitter, a thank you card. Dee is one of my team members, and she sent me a beautiful thank you card. Thank you so much, Dee. This is one of my favorite layouts where you use the designer paper and you can see both sides. So thank you so much, Dee. Fantastic. Thank you, everyone, for helping us with our card tonight. I've lost it. No, found it. Here it is. I'm just going to try a bow on here real quick. Hang on. This is, if you have to go, I totally understand. This is the iridescent striped trim. And I'm wondering if I put it down the hole here, down the tower on the inside of the card. stuff it in there till it comes out the other end. And then wrap it here. Ribbon scissors would be right here. All right, let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that tissue box is amazing, right? So much fun. Thank you all for making and sending handmade cards. You're absolutely making the world a kinder place with every card that you send. Quick reminder, you can sign up for free project sheets on my website, SueStampfield.com. Let's tie that nice and tight. And I would love to participate. I would love to have you do Crafternoon with me. That's what I'm trying to say. For Crafternoon, just place $50 order in my online store for Stampin' Up! Product. And then the next month, you'll get a Crafternoon. So you order in March, you'll get a packet in April to make that fun fold card with me. I'm going to go ahead and just trim this short. And I know some of you don't like ribbon, and that's okay. Don't need the ribbon if you don't want it, but I think it's cute. And it's subtle, right? It's not like taking away from the flower at all. So there we go. Okay, fantastic. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend, everyone. I am teaching Sunday school tomorrow to my little friends, kindergarten through second grade, with one or two preschoolers added in just for fun. Yeah, we're doing Mary and Martha, the story of Mary and Martha tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Oh, I have to say goodbye. Hang on. There I am. Thank you so much for creating with me tonight. I'll be back Tuesday night, 7:30 Central Time for another creative video. Hope you can join me. Bye-bye.